Managing finances is a bit like trying to stay on beat in a dance. Some days you're in sync, other days you're tripping over your own expenses. But what if I told you that the biggest money missteps are often hiding in plain sight? Stick around, because in this video, we're going to uncover 12 bad money habits that could be sabotaging your financial success, one of which might surprise you and could be the key to unlocking your wealth. And don't miss my secret tip at the end that can help you avoid the biggest mistake of all, into winning moves. Here are 12 habits to drop and how to replace them with strategies that work. 1. Living beyond your means. Living beyond your means can feel fun at first. Nights out, new gadgets, impulse buys and whatnot. But guess what? It's a fast track to debt. You spend without thinking, and before you know it, you're struggling to cover the basics. According to money-saving expert, nearly half of UK adults feel financially stretched. Instead of trying to keep up with everyone else, it's time to get real about your money. Track your expenses, set a budget that works for you, and stick to it. It's not about cutting out fun, it's about gaining control. Start small and you'll see big changes. 2. Falling for lifestyle inflation. You've just scored a promotion and your salary has gone up. Fantastic, but suddenly your lifestyle is inflating faster than a hot air balloon, a fancier car, bigger home, exotic holidays. And just like that, your pay bump disappears as quickly as it came. Lifestyle inflation sneaks up on many people, and as noted by Financial Times, even the most careful planners fall into this trap. It's tempting, but the trick is to avoid matching your spending to your new income. Keep living like you did before the raise, and save or invest the extra. A simple rule: save half of every extra pound you make. You'll build wealth while still enjoying the perks of success. Third, impulsive spending. We've all had those moments, scrolling through online shops or wandering through stores when something shiny catches our eye. Next thing you know, you've bought something that seemed like a good idea at the time, but now sits unworn in your wardrobe or unopened in a drawer. Impulsive spending is like a sneaky thief that can empty your wallet faster than you can say, retail therapy. Emotional purchases make up a hefty portion of consumer spending in the UK, often leaving behind a trail of buyer's remorse. To tackle this, try a cooling off period. If the urge to buy hits, wait 24 hours. You might realize that excitement fades and that must-have item isn't so must-have after all. Creating a wish list can also help. It allows you to think twice about what you really need before pulling the trigger on that purchase. 4. Paying yourself last. Ever feel like you're an afterthought in your own financial plan? You cover bills, rent, maybe even your daily coffee fix, and by the time you get to yourself, there's nothing left. It's like serving a full meal to everyone else and leaving yourself the crumbs. This habit of paying yourself last makes saving seem impossible and keeps you stuck in a paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki stresses the importance of paying yourself first, and it's as relevant today as ever. Set aside at least 10% of savings in your income before covering any other expenses. Doing this not only builds up a buffer for unexpected expenses, but also keeps you from overspending on non-essentials like fancy outfits, gadgets, or other fun items. If you plan for fun in advance, you'll know exactly what you can afford without jeopardizing your savings. 5. Avoiding side hustles. Do you ever think about the skills you have that could earn you a little extra cash? Maybe you can bake a mean cake, or you've got a knack for graphic design, or just anything. Have you tried to use them to your advantage, or you're comfortable with your regimented earnings? Avoiding side hustles might mean leaving money on the table, and with living costs always on the rise, that extra income can make a world of difference. Many in the UK are already seeking new income streams, but the fear of stepping into something new holds some back. Start small, offer your services to friends or explore platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. Not only can you earn some extra cash, but you might also discover a new passion or skill along the way. 6. Lack of emergency funds. Your car or boiler breaks down and the repair bill is more than you can manage. Sound familiar? Without an emergency fund, the next step might be to lean on your credit card, dragging you into debt. Not having savings for unexpected expenses is like playing financial Russian roulette. You're always one mishap away from chaos. Research from Money Supermarket reveals that many Brits don't have enough savings to cover 3 months of expenses. But you can start by saving small amounts regularly and keep this fund separate from your everyday spending. You'll breathe easier knowing that you have a financial safety net ready to catch you when life throws a curveball. 7. Focusing solely on salary. Research shows that having more than one income stream can give your finances a serious boost. You can invest in stocks, real estate, or even start a small business on the side to set up extra layers of security for those just-in-case moments. There's a whole world of opportunities out there, and your financial future doesn't have to start and stop with your 9 to 5. Relying only on your paycheck is like putting all your eggs in one basket. Earning is great, but is your money working for you? Instead, consider investing in assets like stocks, real estate, or a small side business. As Warren Buffett says, the best time to invest was yesterday. The next best time is now. Building other income streams can give your finances an extra boost and set up added security. 8. Waiting too long to invest. Tomorrow I'll start investing, you tell yourself, but somehow tomorrow turns into next month. And next month into next year. The longer you wait, the more potential growth slips away. With inflation on the rise, letting your money sit in a savings account can actually shrink its value. According to the Financial Times, the earlier you start investing, the more you benefit from compound interest over time. You don't need to dive in all at once. Dip your toes in with something manageable, like stocks and shares, individual savings accounts ISA, or low-cost index funds. Just set a monthly target, take action, and watch your wealth grow over time. 9. Ignoring tax efficiency. Tax season might feel overwhelming, but missing out on potential savings? That's a costly mistake. Many people overlook legitimate tax reliefs and allowances simply because they aren't aware of them. Optimizing your tax situation can save you a significant amount of money. For instance, using an ISA, maximizing pension contributions for tax relief, or taking advantage of your capital gains allowance can make a huge difference. Don't forget about the personal savings allowance or dividend allowance, which can further protect your income. As money-saving expert advises, being proactive with your taxes can really pay off. Whether it's working with a tax advisor or using online tools, knowing your tax position helps you keep more of your hard-earned money instead of overpaying. 10. Ignoring retirement planning. Neglecting retirement planning might seem like something to push off for later, but delaying could cost you big time. It's not just about when you retire, it's about whether you'll have the financial freedom to enjoy it. Most Brits aren't putting aside enough for retirement, according to the Pensions Policy Institute. The earlier you start contributing, even if it's a small amount, the more time compound interest has to work its magic. Waiting until your 40s or 50s means you'll need to save a lot more to catch up. Open a pension scheme, contribute to your employer's plan, and automate those contributions. Over time, gradually increase them. Future you will thank you for not relying solely on the basic state pension to scrape by. 11. Carrying high credit card debt. Ever wonder why your credit card feels so heavy? It's easy to swipe, but those high interest rates can quickly add up and strain your finances. In the UK, the average credit card debt is around £2,000, which can lead to a lot of stress. While having a credit card isn't necessarily a bad thing, in fact it can help build your credit score, managing your balance is crucial. To tackle debt, try the snowball method. Pay off the smallest debt first, while making minimum payments on others. Watching that first debt vanish can be incredibly motivating and brings you one step closer to being debt-free. 12th. Not tracking your net worth. Do you have a rough idea of your finances but aren't actively tracking your net worth? Ignoring this key figure is like wandering in the dark. You might feel on the right path, but without clarity, you could easily lose your way. Why track it? Investopedia recommends checking your net worth at least once a year. It's not complicated. Just subtract your liabilities, what you owe, from your assets, what you own. This number gives you a clear snapshot of where you stand financially and helps you set real, achievable goals. How do you track it? 1. List your assets, things like savings, investments, property, and valuable items. 2. List your liabilities, debts like credit cards, loans, and mortgages. 3. Calculate. Subtract your liabilities from your assets to get your net worth. Tracking your net worth is like giving yourself a financial report card. Whether you do it monthly or annually, it'll help keep you accountable and motivated to hit your financial goals. Trust me, your future self will thank you. These bad money habits might be more common than you think, but now that you know what they are, you can take action. Remember, it's all about small changes leading to big results. And don't forget to hit that like button if you found these tips helpful, and subscribe for more financial wisdom. So, what's the biggest financial habit you need to change? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.